What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Sanad, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Monday series, which was created by Emily Boone. Please check her channel out. She's a really awesome YouTuber and one I'm very proud to call my friend, my dear beloved friend. I'm going to add the link for her channel down below in the description box. For this week's episode of the Movie Monday series, I'm going to be sharing with you guys and gals my top 5 most inspirational movies which do greatly inspire me. These 5 movies are the ones which I do greatly love, appreciate, and respect. I'm going to be ranking each one of these movies based on a ranking system from number 5 to number 1, and here's how the list goes. At number 5, we have Gabriele Muccino's The Pursuit of Happiness, which stars Will Smith as Chris Gardner, who's trying to raise his son despite financial problems in a time in which poverty has stricken his life, and he's going through a divorce, a recent divorce, which adds a lot of pressure and a lot of stress to his life, especially when raising his little boy being Christopher Gardner, who's played by his actual real life son, that being Jaden Smith. And Jaden Smith and Will Smith are so good in their respective roles as father and son, because obviously they're father and son in real life. What really struck me about the story to The Pursuit of Happiness is not just so much how heartwarming and how inspiring it was, but one story which my female psychiatrist actually shared with me, because I was going through a very hard time in my life, a hard time through depression and self-hating, among many issues I was going through. And she told me a story about Chris Gardner and her meeting with him, and how when she was talking to both he and his beloved son Christopher Gardner, his son Christopher has small recollection of what happened with them when he was very small. He had no idea what he and his father had to endure during a time in which his father was struggling financially and was struggling to support him and to raise him to be a proper man, and how he can seek his dream no matter what his father or others may say. He has to follow his dream, believe in himself, and to never give up, the way his father never gave up on him and tried to raise him the way every parent has to raise their child. The Pursuit of Happiness is a really inspiring movie, especially during a time in which I was going through a lot. Even now I'm still struggling with many issues, but watching this movie, guys, it proves to us that happiness can be found. You just have to work hard and to always believe in yourself no matter what circumstances you may be in, and one day you can truly find happiness. At number 4, we have Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption, which stars Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman as their respective characters, Andy Dufresne and Ellis Boyd Redding, also known as Red. These two characters are the heart and soul of this movie, and their friendship is what gets us through the years during their time in Shawshank, where they are incarcerated as prisoners, and how Andy Dufresne was wrongly convicted for the murders of both his wife and a man she was having an affair with. What makes Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption so inspiring is the fact that Andy Dufresne, no matter what circumstances he may face or whatever hardships he may encounter, he never gives up or surrenders to his fate. He always fights and struggles with what he believes in, and that one day he can escape and to start a new life alongside his beloved friend Ellis Boyd Redding. And how Andy Dufresne goes about trying to escape from prison is truly ingenious and one of the best shocking yet brilliant twists in cinema history for me personally. I love how Andy Dufresne escapes from prison, and the moment he looks up to the sky, raising his arms out as the rain drops on his face, it's almost like a moment of baptism in which he's been baptized, he's achieved redemption, and he is purified of all his sins, all his misdeeds, and Andy Dufresne is a free man once more. Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption is a truly amazing film, one I do recommend you guys and gals watch if you haven't already. It's a must-see. It's a truly inspiring film. I promise you will leave tears coming rolling down your eyes, tears of joy that is. At number 3 we have Richard Linklater's Boyhood. I talked about Boyhood in the past, but it's one of the best films I've seen, and without question one of the most beautiful and inspiring movies I have seen. I love this movie so much because of the bond between a mother and her child, the mother being Olivia Evans and her little boy, Mason Evans Jr. Their relationship, every time I watch the movie again, reminds me so much of the one I have with my mother. My relationship with my mother is very dear to me, and I love her so much. Out of all my family members who I despise, my mother is the one I will never forget and I will always love, even though I'm not really happy, to be honest. I do wish to be happy for her sake and for mine, and my mother is truly a great hero, someone I look up to. And while Richard Linklater was actually filming this movie, he had to do so many rewrites, so many script changes depending on how they were filming the movie and the events that occurred during the filming from 2002 to 2013. This movie, just the way it's made, is truly inspiring and so amazing. I mean, it takes a lot to make a movie that long, to film it for over a decade, and these actors, these people actually grew up alongside Richard Linklater as they were filming this movie. It's very surprising to see how much I relate to Mason Evans Jr. I am so much like him, especially how awkward I can be around people. Mason Evans Jr. and yours truly are so much alike, it's almost uncanny, and his relationship with his mother is so much like the one with my own mother. I love that bond so much, and that's why I love this movie beyond anything else. It's the bond between a mother and her child, the story, the way it was filmed, the years it took filming this. At number 2 we have Angelina Jolie's Unbroken. I'm a huge fan of Angie's work. I call her Angie because I love her so much, but I'm a huge fan of her work, from such films like In the Land of Blood and Honey, Unbroken of course, and then she had By the Sea, and she made a 4th movie which I hope to see soon. Angelina Jolie's Unbroken is such an amazing film and sadly underrated. This film has not received any Oscar nomination at the Academy Awards, but it should have, because this movie, guys, is so amazing. It's so well filmed, so beautifully shot. The performances are absolutely amazing. Angelina Jolie's Unbroken is such an amazing film with a strong character in Louis, who's played so well by Jack O'Connell. If you guys and girls were to ask me my favorite Angelina Jolie movie, I would have to say it's Unbroken, because Unbroken is so powerful. It has a great story, a story I am very inspired by, and a story I love so much. This movie, guys, is defined for its story, for its characters, especially the character of Louis, who once again is played so well by Jack O'Connell. And finally, at number 1 we have Mel Gibson's Braveheart, a movie I love so much, and without question one of my all-time favorites. Mel Gibson is such a great filmmaker, a great actor, and his performance as William Wallace, the hero of Scotland, who brought Scotland's independency, is such a great story, one I am very inspired by. And this movie, guys, has such great action, such great spectacle, great battle sequences, and so many other amazing moments in Mel Gibson's Braveheart, and is the definition of a truly epic film, an epic film with so much action, so much war elements, and a love story at its core. Well, guys and gals, that was my top 5 most inspirational movies. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. If you want to see more from me, then please check out my gaming channel where I do let's play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.